Hello everybody, welcome back to another match review video. Today it was AFC Wimbledon versus Barrow. Currently filming this before the game as the lineups have just came out. The lineup for Wimbledon, it's strong. Alex Bass, Jake Reeves, Ryan Johnson is back. He was injured last week in our 1-0 loss to Bradford City. It was a massive loss, to be honest. Started Pearce, he had a couple of mistakes. I think if Ryan Johnson was in the lineup, then we maybe could have at least got a draw out of the Bradford game. And then James Tilley, Ali Al-Hamadi is back from international duty. You love to see it. He's been on fine form lately. Hopefully he can grab a goal today. And Josh Newville, Armani Little, Omar Bugle, Curry, Joe Lewis and Isaac Ogundere. To be honest, it's a great lineup. It's probably one of the strongest. You can't fault a lineup. That lineup that we have today has won so many games for us. We've had great performances from every single one of those players in the last, well, since the season started really. And then we move on to the bench. Nick Zanev, Hospiller, Harry Pell, Alex Pearce, James Ball, Charlie Lakin and Aaron Sassu. Hospiller is back in the squad today, which is great to see. Hopefully he can come on and get some minutes if Ogundere is tired. Maybe one thing to notice, Callum Bailly isn't back on the bench. Maybe that's because we have too many players to pick from. I think he's very closely getting to full fitness. He was on the bench last week against Bradford City, and I think they're both swiftly coming back, Biller and Callum Bailly. So that's great for our defensive options as well, because sometimes we have players that are injured, for especially Ryan Johnson last game. But yeah, it will be a tough one today. We have a strong lineup. Not really sure about Barrows. Haven't had a look at it at the moment. But my pre-match thoughts, it will be tough. It's a hard place to go and grab any sort of points. But I think we can get a win. Our squad is so strong at the moment. We do need to pick up a win. Our form in the past couple of games hasn't been the best we've had. Iffy performance, really. We've had the Bradford game, we lost, Stockport game. But to be honest, the team looks really good. We have a great lineup out and hopefully we can win today. I'm going to go with AFC Wimbledon. I'm going to go with the big one, 3-1 to Wimbledon. Ali will score. I want to see James Tilley score again. I think lately since Ali Al-Hamadi started scoring, James Tilley has just gone off it a tiny bit. And then let's go for Bugle. I'd love to see him get another goal. But the next part of the video will be at full time. Come on, you Dons. Well, and that is full time. It's another draw. I think there will be some mixed thoughts, to be honest, a little bit disappointing. But we're going to dive more into the game. It ended 0-0, Barrow 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. It was another draw. To be honest, we've had a lot of draws already. Mansfield we easily could have won. Grimsby away, Wrexham at home. We should be getting 3 points. And today, I think kind of the same, to be honest. Both teams, the first half was the most deadest bit of football I have ever watched. There was barely any chances. I think the only chance was the Jake Reeves free kick. It was just a little bit too close. Before the box. If it was a little bit further out, Jake Reeves maybe could have bent it more into the corner. But the first half was okay. I thought we defended quite well. We kept the ball well. The pitch was a little bit awful on one of the left-hand sides. So whenever Barrow went down that left-hand side, nothing happened. But then the second half was kind of where the game just opened up more. Dom Telford came on as a sub for Barrow, had an amazing chance. It looked like it was bending in from the camera angles, to be honest with you. But he will be very disappointed to not have scored that chance. I believe a draw is the fair result. But if you were there, if you were watching the game, if you were watching it or even at the game, we had a lot of chances. Aaron Sassu was down on the left-hand side. He had options for Pell, Ali in the middle, and he chose to hit it straight at the keeper. Jake Reeves was one-on-one with the keeper. Oh my God, how did we not score at the end? I will absolutely never know. Jake Reeves really should have buried it. It was the most softest shot I've ever seen. He kind of just tried to toe poke it through the keeper's legs and the keeper somehow got to it. I believe a draw is the fair result just due to the fact that Wimbledon and Barrow did both have chances to win it. But if you are Jake Reeves or Aaron Sassu at the time, you will be thinking, how the hell have I not scored? So maybe it can be a disappointing result. But again, both teams easily could have won that game, just whoever really took their chances on the day. I'm going to say it's not a bad draw, to be honest. feel like it was the fair result. But if we do want to be in the promotion places, come the end of the season, then we do need to be getting these draws and turning them into wins, because it seems like the past couple of seasons we have so many draws, and those draws we easily could have just scored the chances that we had. And I feel like we do need to be getting 3 points. The team is still performing quite well. I feel like Ali was a little bit underwhelming today. He didn't really create a lot of chances. He didn't go up to try and win any headers. So yeah, maybe a little bit disappointing, but we didn't lose at the end of the day. When we look at the match stats for Barrow versus Wimbledon, it was a 51% possession overall, 10 shots apiece, and we had 4 on target. They had 1. To be honest, I think we only had 1 shot in the first half and Barrow had 2, and that kind of shows how open the second half was. Both teams are going for it, and to be honest, we really should have won it at the death. Jake Greaves, Aaron Sassu. But we go again. We've got a game against Accrington Stanley at home, where maybe we should be picking up 3 points, but Accrington are doing quite well at the moment. They picked up a 1-0 win against Franchise today, which is a very good result. That puts them into 7th place in the league table, just inside the playoffs. So that will be a tough game, but we're under home soil. We need to get our home form back up and running. The last couple of seasons, it seems like we've been relying on away games, so definitely we need a win on Tuesday. And then we face a very long trip to Morecambe this coming Saturday, a week today, and they just beat Sutton United 3-2, which is an absolutely great result. They scored a 91st minute winner, which would have been absolute limbs for Morecambe. So they are on a decent run of form at this current time. Morecambe do sit 10th in the table, so they're only 1 point behind us on 21 points. We're on 22. We sit 8th at the moment. So maybe a very couple of tough games coming up. It's a very long trip up to Morecambe next week, so we're doing back-to-back Saturdays of travelling up north, so it will be tough. I think we can get wins. We do need to start picking up form, because the last recent results have not been the best. We've had a 0-0 draw with Barrow, 1-0 loss to Bradford, a 0-0 draw with Mansfield Town. We need to be getting these draws and turning them into wins if we do want to get up to the playoffs. But at the moment, we are playing well. The team is performing. We just need to put our chances away sometimes, especially today. Even Bradford City, I thought we had chances, but we just didn't score them. The same with today. And especially at Mansfield as well, we had 2 key chances, missed a penalty. And then James Tilley had a chance where he put it around the keeper, but then the keeper did make a great save. So we do need to start putting these draws into wins. But overall, it was a decent performance. But that's the end of the video of my match review video of Barrow 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. Disappointing in some terms, but the defensive performance was quite good as well. Kept a clean sheet in many games this season, so that is great to see. But maybe the chances up top need to be finished, as we need to turn these draws into wins. But we go again against Accrington at home on Tuesday night. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you're new and if you enjoy the content. And there will be a matchday vlog on Tuesday, so look out for that.